Okay, I'm not happy. But first, an update on the cat. Yesterday I said that my cat had gotten injured, probably in a fight with a dog, and had to be taken to an emergency room, and things were looking rough. We brought him home because we couldn't afford to keep him there. Anyway, updates. The cat is eating and drinking well, and taking his meds. Also, the cat has begun purring again, which he has not done since the attack. And things in general are just looking up. He's more active, seems to be breathing easier. So nothing but positive things. I don't think we're out of the woods yet, but another couple days, we'll see. We're still waiting to hear back about some infectious disease tests from the vet, which they thought might be a problem. Anyway, hi. Welcome to Dad Reviews Science. Yes, I am a dad. No, my kids are not in the room again because I'm doing this late at night because I ran out of time again. But today we're going to talk about an episode of a podcast from The Guardian that talked about scientific studies surrounding happiness and what makes us happy, and how most of those studies are full of crap. Well, not full of crap, but not as thorough as they need to be to actually draw a conclusion. Let me break it down for you. So, most studies on happiness don't have the sample size necessary to draw a proper conclusion. Doesn't mean they're wrong. It means there's not enough evidence to conclude that they're right. So again, I'm going to break some of these down for you, and if you hear some things that you're doing to help keep up your happiness, don't worry, they may not be wrong, but we'll get to that in a second. Problem with small sample sizes is that when we go to replicate the results through peer review, we often can't. And that kind of means that the results of the study were just a fluke, and we can't really rely on that to steer anything scientifically. It's a very important concept when it comes down to almost all fields of scientific study. If we can't replicate the results, then the conclusions of the study are useless. You got to go back. You got to do more. You need more data. That's peer review on scientific studies. Very important. If you're anything like me, you've heard of a lot of different studies coming off of the right and from the MAGA people, and that's that like, I can get a study to prove anything. Yeah, you can get a study that proves just about anything. But the thing is, those studies are usually full of crap. They got small sample sizes. Nobody can replicate the results, and they're useless. They don't actually provide scientific knowledge of anything. And things like this are especially true when it comes to psychological studies like happiness, what makes us happy. But anyway, here's a pretty quick breakdown of things that we don't currently have enough evidence of to conclude that they have any effect on our happiness. Exercise. Yeah, that's a big one. Exercise might not make us happy at all. Don't stop exercising. That's not an excuse. Keep exercising. Meditation. Meditation may not have an effect on happiness. It seems like it does, but it needs further study. And getting out in nature. I know those are three pretty big things that people, myself included, will turn to sort of try to up my happiness. And it turns out that scientifically, may not be very helpful. Now, here are some of the things we do have evidence for. Expressing gratitude. Getting out there and actually thanking the people that made a difference in your life can positively affect your happiness and theirs. Spending money on others. Buying somebody a gift. Turns out there's a reason that Christmas is such a joyous occasion, no matter if you're the parent giving gifts or the kids giving gifts or getting things from Santa, all that kind of stuff. Giving poor people money, being charitable, has a positive effect on our happiness. And being sociable. Getting out there and just being a little more extroverted. And I know a lot of you are hearing that and saying like, oh crap. Now, it doesn't mean you have to go off to a rave or some crazy party or something like that. It just means you have to get in contact with your friends and hang out and talk a little bit. I know that was something that helped get me through the pandemic when it was in full swing. I arranged weekly games and stuff online with my friends, and it really made a difference in my day-to-day, and it still does. We actually have 2 of those weekly events still going, just because me and my friends enjoy them so much, and we feel it's a big part of our lives. So if you want to know more, I encourage you to go back and listen to the full episode of the podcast from The Guardian. I'll put a link down in the bio. Other than that, this was day 9. Like, subscribe, follow, all that stuff. Help me get the word out there, and support the sciences whenever you can. All right, I'll see you tomorrow.